Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NASholes, the podcast where three assholes who like to think they know a thing or two about NASCAR talk about NASCAR. I'm Benny B, joined alongside my very good friend, Drew the Man Scarvan, and my other very good friend, Jeffy D. Okay. You guys can follow us on X at NASholes Pod and on TikTok at NASholes.podcast. And we also have a Facebook page now, so please go follow that. Just type in NASholes Podcast. You'll find it. Before we get on to everything about the Clash and the Daytona 500 coming up, let's talk about Hoist. Now, I did buy a Hoist today and stupidly left it in the mini fridge at work. So I guess I'll be hydrated tomorrow. Not so hydrated today. But Hoist is a IV level hydration, gluten-free, BPA-free, vegan, dairy-free, soy-free, and kosher. Hell yeah, Jews. And
shout out to
there
the
are 7 amazing flavors. My favorite has been the 5-star punch. You guys know that. 3 times more electrolytes than the traditional sports drinks. Half the sugar of traditional sports drinks. And what's cool is they support the frickin' military. And if you are military or first responder, if you sign up today at Hoist and order, you will get 10% off your order. And if you just sign up for as your first time, you'll get 10% off. Go to drinkhoist.com, find out all about it. Drew, disclaimer.
So, I don't know if I've ever told this on the pod before, but Hoist doesn't actually sponsor us. Oh, let me get centered on here. God, I'm retarded. Yeah, Hoist doesn't actually sponsor us, but they've sent us free stuff, so we're going to shamelessly plug them until they actually sponsor us or they send us more stuff. And Jeff doesn't have a Hoist.
And honestly, so they're awesome. It really is a good hydration drink, and they taste good. And they all aren't sugary. So
we genuinely do like Hoist. We're not just shilling for that.
Right. Anyhow, boys, we had the Clash at Bowman Gray. It was a long-awaited race, a little kickoff to the season. And let's just get into it. What are your guys' thoughts about it?
I mean, I thought it was a good race for the most part. I mean, it stayed entertaining for at least for me. You know, it wasn't anything to really write home about outside of Priest winning, you know. Yeah. I mean, that was probably the highlight of my night, you know, seeing him win and then drop several F-bombs on live television.
That was iconic, man. First of all, it was just amazing for Priest to win in the number 60, which Biffle, you know, as you know, drove. You know, we talked about.
I didn't even realize that. Holy shit. Bro. Well, in my defense, I've been really stoned since December, so.
Okay, Drew. So I was like, you know, okay. A little therapy session. No.
Yeah.
All right, time for an intervention. Weed is bad.
What? No, it's good. It grows in the ground. That can't kill you.
So that was really cool. We talked about, like, are we going to get our healing moment at Daytona? Well, we didn't think about the Clash. You know, we weren't really thinking about it. And it kind of happened, and I was very happy for Priest. You know, Drew and I have talked a lot about him on this pod. You know, we've been a fan of him before he was even really good or anything. Just love his personality, love him as a guy.
And we do feel partially responsible for him rolling down the backstretch of Daytona. Like,
I'm sorry. Why do you have to bring it up?
Dude, that is still my favorite NASHole story I've ever told on here. It just, you can't write shit like that.
I didn't mean it, man. Damn it. But yeah, like, dude, him winning was so cool, dude. And like, after he just kept dropping the F-bomb, he dropped it like 5 times. And like, he just got away with it. And like, but you know, it really was true, Drew. Like, he said, I thought I wouldn't have a job. Like, after SHR, like, he didn't know if he was going to keep racing. He thought he was going to go back to Connecticut and do God knows what. And so, like, this is a huge moment for him. And this is not the last time we're going to see Priest in victory lane, I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, it was an awesome shot, you know, for that team. You know, a shot in the ass, I should say. You know, they're starting the year off on a good foot.
So. Right, considering last year, yeah.
Yeah, last year wasn't a bad year for that team. They just didn't get any wins, which I guess might constitute a bad year, but I don't know. But I think there's good stuff on the horizon for Priest this year. You know, I could see maybe 1 or 2 more wins. I don't expect him to go out and have a Kyle Larson
more than
like 2021 level dominance of a season, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think getting that Clash win is great. I mean, as a New Englander, I'm always very happy to see a New Englander win. Then again, let's be honest about Connecticut. When they consider them New England, when they do something good, when they don't, we don't. That's really just what it is. So funny, that's why I'm glad to live in Florida now. because
But
boy,
they follow
being
you.
that close to Connecticut, yes, they do, and they suck at driving. It is terrifying to drive in Connecticut. It is never. It is.
Have you
bad.
ever been to Shawano, Wisconsin? Holy
No.
shit! Holy shit, Jeff! You go there, you will not. You'll fucking go downtown Chicago and it'll be nothing, dude. Shawano, Wisconsin fucking sucks.
God, Sean,
I mean,
that is a name I haven't heard in a while.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
happy.
It's damn near in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Isn't it like in the middle of the state, kind of?
Pretty much, like I think it's
Yeah.
it's west of Green Bay.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways,
But I know, Jeff. I you know, you were gonna get to this, but I'm gonna make you get to it right now. I bet you were so happy to see LaJoy lose in that last
Yeah.
by 4,000ths of a second, mind you. I think it was. Like that was insane.
Yeah, he lost by a good margin.
It was a
Adrian
hell
Allmendinger was
of a
like,
battle there.
"Fuck him." Adrian Allmendinger fucking sent it, and I'm like, "This man is a legend."
He's my favorite driver now.
Mad respect. Yeah, right.
dude, the dinger,
The fucking dinger. Like I knew LaJoy. Like he just doesn't have the "I'm good" factor. Even when he's in great equipment, like winning equipment, like the same fucking team won. Why can't you win? Like, like dude. Like,
Oh,
I
hey,
don't know.
remember when he raced in Chase Elliott's number 9 car and he finished like the worst out of all the Hendrick cars?
Yeah, he finished.
And then
in
they
the 20s.
tried to like cope and be like, well, I mean, this team always struggles at this track. And it's like, no.
You're Hendrick. You have no
Yeah,
reason to
no
struggle
excuses.
anywhere.
I'm
No, you
sorry.
should make
if
a
you get in
snail
the
go
Hendrick
faster than
car
a
and
space shuttle.
you finish worse than everybody else. I mean, that's pretty telling.
You got to capitalize on your opportunities. It's like a minor leaguer being called up to the show. It's like if you don't fucking perform, you're gonna go back down to AAA, AA, and you're just gonna busk in the minors. You need to perform when the lights shine, and if you can't do it, then you don't belong where the lights shine brightest in the Cup Series. Not saying
And
those Xfinity, well, no laps and truck drivers aren't any good. They are very good. In fact, I think the Truck Series was probably my favorite series to watch last year, just because you got to see an old school dominance of a driver. But it was like, you can't be bashing the other series as a driver when you don't even have a full-time ride. And it's just like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't want to race in front of 12 people. Then you go and get a truck ride and you're like, well, I'm happy to. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, no, you're not.
He
You know,
did eat his
I don't
words
wanna-
on that, though.
I don't want to really expand on LaJoy too much, but that comment that he made was so stupid because then what happened on that race? Literally, they packed the stands. There was no 12 people. I mean, there was thousands of people there, and he just looked like a damn idiot after saying that. I couldn't believe that.
I was so mad.
Yeah. Then he tried to just be like, oh, I was on a fast, and I was like, dude, shut up. I've fasted before.
Yeah.
You're told, dude, drink water and power through it. Like, fucking, don't bitch and moan about lower series that you can't get a good ride in.
He's never won in a lower series. He's only won in ARCA.
ARCA West, wasn't it? Or East? It's not even like ARCA. It's a subdivision of ARCA.
And it's
That's
all
bad.
ARCA. And it doesn't matter. And to me, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
ARCA's ARCA.
Not on this level.
It's all one thing. You're all in like the single A of our divisions. So it's like,
yeah,
you gotta win there. Great. That's not a top 3 series. Like we grade wins in the top 3 because ARCA is kind of like that weird, like it's NASCAR, but it's like NASCAR. And like,
NASCAR,
I like ARCA drivers. I think there were some great drivers in there, but I also think there are a lot of them that are just kind of doing it because they love the game, and it's like, hey man, go do that. And
Right.
then it's rich kids or rich old guys, and they want to be NASCAR drivers. I mean, you could pay $10,000 to go down to Daytona and get a NASCAR test, as long as the team's like saying okay, and then you could get a NASCAR license. So I remember that when I was 16, I wanted to do that. And then my parents told me, we don't have that kind of money. And I went, damn.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel that, dude. I feel that.
Like, damn.
By the
Like,
way,
because it was for
speaking
trucks.
of that, though, Brad Keselowski apparently still hasn't been able to.
He has passed. RFK,
Yeah.
he has
Did he do that
passed.
today? Was that today?
Yes, it was today.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah,
today.
it was a few hours ago, yeah.
He
I was going to say, it kept getting
he's good to
delayed
go.
or whatever.
He's good to go.
I mean, we knew he was
it's
going
not
to
a
pass. We knew
shock.
he was going to pass. It was just one of those things in the news. I want to get to who kind of stood out to you guys at the Clash, because for me, I'll be honest, dude, Ty Gibbs, he was for half of the race like up there in second, like nearly the whole time, like second and third, and like he looked pretty good. And I don't say that a lot about Ty Gibbs, but I mean, I just wanted to see what you guys think about guys that maybe impressed you or kind of stood out to you.
Gosh.
Blaney, he was
Yeah,
wasn't
he
he like
dropped back
cutting
to
through the
15th
fucking
and got all
field?
the way back up.
Yeah, dude, like I don't know what it is with him at Bowman Gray, but he is so quick on that fucking track.
I
Like,
know.
it's nuts.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
and
say
then
Suarez. Suarez definitely. I didn't expect him to do well at all
Yeah.
this year.
oh my
Yeah,
god,
good
dude!
call.
I
You know what?
honestly
That
was
whole
expecting
thing
him to
was.
have like a lame duck year
Did you?
because he's on a 1-year deal, and I feel like he's going to get replaced. But if he continues to be very good, if he can continue to if he can be a like top 25 driver all year, he'll probably keep that ride.
Probably.
Pending money, but it's like he just has to show flashes of like what the potential was, because I don't want to consider him a bust, but like he's not lived up to he's a champion of one of our lower series and he was very good, and it's like part of me is like, oh, this dude's
Yeah,
not
I
that
don't
good,
want to
but it's
write him
also
off
like
yet.
he's in a mid-tier ride, but Spire's, I guess, going up. I don't know, they're kind of weird. Now, I don't know how to read Spire, because
Yeah, me either.
Spire's both really good some weeks and really bad others. They're the definition of a mid-pack team. Their average finish is about 20th, and when you look at them, like between 15th and 25th, like they're in that range. Sometimes they'll get those top 10s, sometimes they'll get those top 5s, then other times they'll be like, why are you in 30? Like, what are you doing? What did we miss here? And it's kind of that big funding difference, and where Spire shouldn't have an issue with funding, because they have all these sponsors, they got all this stuff, but it's at that point then it's down to people, and it's not a bad thing to when you're not like one of the top teams to have a people problem, but it's like you gotta put people in a position where they can succeed. You gotta maximize the people you do have and find people that are willing to go up from other teams. Like I follow Front Row. It's been known. But like they're
Wait, hang on, you're a
almost
Front
all of
Row
it.
Motorsports
Yeah,
fan?
I know, right? But
No
all of their
way,
crew
dude.
chiefs have been like poached. Like Blake Harris, he got poached, and then now he's back. And then McDowell's crew chief was with Front Row. I mean, they kind of left as a package. But then Bowman's crew chief, and then like all these crew chiefs have like been jumping around. They get poached from these lower teams.
Yeah, they're like a
and they
stepping
go up.
stone.
It's a stepping stone, and a mid-pack team can be a stepping stone, or it can be a career, and it really just depends on kind of the person. Like, do you feel like you're building something? And if you don't feel like you're building something, you're gonna leave. And you can't blame someone for wanting to leave if it's more money for any reason, unless they're like taking less money to get out of there. And it's like, okay, you're kind of a dick, but it's like, at that point, you need to look at yourself and be like, am I the problem? And the answer is probably yes.
Yeah, and like Suarez, like you said, he's on this 1-year deal. It's like, I mean, you might see him be a little bit more aggressive. And with Trackhouse, it really wasn't that he was like horrible. It's just that Trackhouse is kind of moving
He
up.
was, though.
Yeah, he was definitely regressing. But like Trackhouse is one of those teams right now. They're kind of been stepping it up with getting SVG and then like now Connor Zilic. It's like they're
All right,
trying
I need to
to
look at his points. Give me a second.
what
I need to find out what this man's points were last year. Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead, find out. And I thought, if we're just talking about Trackhouse, I thought SVG was pretty awesome at one point. He led 15 laps, which I didn't even think he would
Oh my
ever
god, yeah.
lead at any point in that race. And I thought he handled it well. And I know you can say, well, it was like, oh, it's just Bowman Gray or whatever. But it's a big deal for him.
So,
Oh, yeah.
Daniel Suarez was 29th in points. That is bad. Like, historically ass.
What was he
like,
the year before, though?
Let me look at his career.
Because I feel like the year before he was like pretty decent.
Do career statistics for Daniel Suarez. So he was ranked the year before. He was ranked 12th. He made the playoffs the year before.
That's right.
And then
right.
the year
Because he
before
won.
he was 19th, and then he was 10th in 2022.
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah.
He is only 2 spots better than 2020, where he missed a race, and that was when he was in. Give me a second. I feel like that was when he was in. Yeah, he was with Haas. So, Stuart Haas, like, they just kind of sucked. Like, let's
Well,
be
hang
clear
on,
here.
though,
Like, they were. He was in the 41. They were getting bad around that time. Like 2020 was right around where they started to suck. Where they wouldn't be consistent.
I thought that was 21, honestly, because like
They started getting worse.
Yeah,
like I saw the bell being tolled a lot. sooner than other people because I'm like, something's not right about this team. Just because
Yeah.
I saw them like it was typically like one car of theirs was just kind of off pace, and it was like, all right, so we focused on these 3 this week, but we just forgot about the 41, and it just was happened to typically be the 41, but it was just not. They just weren't consistent.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're in a Trackhouse car and you had SVG that won multiple times, yes, SVG is the road course merchant, but it's still, he's dominating on those. And then, because it's showing that the equipment's not the issue. And then Chastain won the Coke 600. And then you finish 29th in points. Man,
We have no use for
he
you.
deserved to lose his ride. Like, I hate to say it, like, but he deserved to lose his ride. And I mean, he started with Trackhouse, and I thought that was a great opportunity for him. He had some great showings with them, but I think it just ran its course. I mean, you had Zilich waiting in the wings. I don't think anyone, maybe Justin Marks, thought this, but I don't think anyone thought Zilich was going to be this good and this ready. I thought he was probably going to have another year in no apps, but he deserved to lose his ride. But I'm glad that he's doing well. And if he can continue to do well enough, he'll be in Cup Series, or else he's going to be an Xfinity lifer.
Yeah.
Or an O'Reilly lifer.
And he finished fourth in this race, which, you got to commend him because I feel like most of the race I was watching, Suarez was back of the pack, and he worked his way up towards the end. And I mean, I'm looking at it here, starting position, he started 20th. So, I mean, that's pretty damn good. Priest started 18th. And then Byron, I mean, I don't think he ever left the front, really. Finished second. Let's go through the top 10 here. We usually do this. Priest wins the race, like we said. Byron in second, Ryan Blaney in third, Daniel Suarez in fourth, Denny Hamlin in fifth, Chase Briscoe in sixth, Austin Dillon in seventh, Chris Buescher in eighth, and Ross Chastain in ninth. And then we had Bowman in 10th. Yeah, Hamlin. So I guess he's got a torn rotator cuff or something.
Yeah, so he's always had a shoulder issue for most of his career. And then he got surgery on that. And I guess when he was moving rubble, he injured again, and maybe the surgery didn't go right. But shoulder injuries suck. There's something that never truly recover because your shoulder's such like an important. Ow! As I bang mine.
Yeah.
That's getting clipped.
Yeah, it's something that never truly recovers.
Yeah, here at NASholes, we like comedy.
That wasn't intentional.
It must have been his funny bone that he actually hit.
No, it was not. But
anyways,
it's not something that totally heals, and it's gonna wear on him this season. But it's not worth missing out a whole season. I think right now the thing he needs to be is in his car, because this will either be his last year. I think it might be his last year. If not, next year will be. It all just depends. I mean, he's probably going to get surgery in the off season just to try to repair that, and the off season might be long enough for it, but I'm not sure because you're going to have to take some significant time off for this one.
And Hamlin strikes me as the guy where this is not going to affect him a whole lot. I think some races it might bother him more than others, but I think we're still going to see the same Denny Hamlin competitive and in every race. So I'm not that worried about that because I kind of started to think, man, like, is this going to really screw him? He finishes fifth in this after, honestly, I think he got kind of wiped out in that race a little bit. But yeah, I don't.
Everyone got wiped out.
yeah, dude. And I want to say that they added the 100 horsepower for this car on this track, and honestly,
not the track
it wore it out. The guys just didn't have a lot of grip, and so we saw a lot of spinning and bumping, and it was what it was.
It also rained, sleeted.
And I love the decision that NASCAR made. They just said, nope, all of you put the wet tires on, and we're going.
Yes.
And I was like,
I'm like,
is this really NASCAR? Is NASCAR, like, who are you and what did you do with the real NASCAR? Because like it never.
Well, they got rid of.
They were just like, we're gonna wait it out now.
Yeah, they got rid of one of the problems in the off season. They just got to get rid of another one.
Huh. I wonder what problems are still in NASCAR. Beyond me. Anyways.
No, but it was great, and I hated that it was like, man, we waited an extra 3 days for this, and now we have to wait. But it really wasn't that big of a wait, and it wasn't too bad. And I'm glad they got the race in. I thought this was a great kickoff to the NASCAR 2026 season. Bowman Gray's great, and I love what Suarez said. They asked him, and they asked a lot of drivers this. should we come back to here? Like, and he said, you know what? Like, it's not really all the time about what us drivers want. It's about the history of this place and the fans. And so I'm glad that drivers kind of understand that. It's not always about them. And, do I think maybe we could do this race at other places? Sure. Like Priest mentioned in his press conference, New Smyrna.
That'd be
And
cool.
it's not a bad idea, but they need the safer barrier, obviously. But I mean, I
think so,
wanted to see what you guys think. Like, what tracks would you think would be kind of cool for the Clash in future?
The Milwaukee Mile.
Yes.
Okay. I don't think that track's around much anymore, but it's,
Well, it's a triangle, so it's not
who
around.
doesn't love Pocono too?
Pocono Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Little
So
3/4 mile track.
here's my take. I think New Smyrna would be good. I say we go to Rainbow Road. No, from or Moo Moo
Hell
Meadows
yeah,
from
dude!
or Moo Moo Meadows from Mario Kart because I'm a child. But here's my take. I'd rather see a sold out Bowman Gray or nearly sold out Bowman Gray than a Daytona with 19 cars on it and and maybe a few thousand fans. That's not worth it because all the cars are going to get torn up in total.
I
And
agree.
it's like you either run 30 cars at Daytona at minimum or you do it somewhere else and I think you should go back to for the Clash. We don't need all these qualifying races. We don't need all that. Just say, all right, you got a pole or you made the playoffs or you're a prior winner. Just keep it simple. Prior winner in the Clash of some
Yeah,
kind.
because at the end of the
Or
day, this
champion. Or
doesn't
something
count.
like
None of this matters. Like, just put the
have
cars
it be
out
like
there
an all-star
and let's
race.
go.
And get rid of the all-star race. Get rid of the all-star race and make it the Clash. Make it prior champions, prior winners of the Clash / all-star race,
I don't know about getting rid of the
and
all-star
pole
race,
winners.
but
It's been shit for the last so many years. It's been awful. There were a couple good all-star races where the one where Kyle Busch wrecked 4 times and won. Like that was fun. That was really fun. But at this point, we're far and away so many years removed from that I just think we're trying to beat a dead horse where we're not giving them enough prize. If they raise the prize money to $5 or $10 million, they will kill each other on track for that money.
Yeah.
$1 million is not nearly enough because in the purse money they get every race, because it's about like 7.9 million, and probably for Daytona it's gonna be way up there. But we'll just say the average race is about 8. We'll round it to 8 and say it's about 8 million. Your winner's getting about $1 million.
because all the rest of it's going
there's
back
no reason. There's no reason to just say, and the winner gets $1 million, the rest of you get fuck all. And it's like, okay, well, there's no reason to fucking show up. It's like, why do we do this? I mean, I get it. We have an all-star race, but it's like you got to repurpose the all-star race as something that's like we invite prior champions back to run a race or something. Like something we got to have something that sets it apart. This is a totally different topic, but like
I see where you're going with this, Jeff, because in all the other all-star, in all of other sports, all-stars are the stars. They're the all-stars. It's like, so I see what you're saying here. It's like, let's get the guys who are like proven and who are champions,
need to have
playoffs, whatever, but we can't just have like every freaking car. That's a good idea, and keep it to a short track. I like the Clash being a short track. Like, I don't care if it's North Wilkesboro or freaking whatever. Like, I wouldn't even mind if Phoenix was the Clash.
Get rid of Phoenix as a normal race, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, just get rid of it as a normal race. Make it the Clash.
Like that, I have a vendetta against Phoenix right now because I used to have a vendetta against Texas, but now it's a vendetta against Phoenix because I will always hate the worst track on the schedule until it gets better.
And their only excuse was because they pumped so much money into it and all the fans showed up. Like,
I mean, people are gonna show up for the fucking finale no matter what. It's the last fucking race when you make it winner take all.
They could be on the damn Kentucky Derby track. They're gonna.
And it's the only track on the fucking Southwest, so it's like, yeah, they're gonna fucking show up.
Yeah.
It's like there's, I mean, yeah, there's tons of racetracks out in the sticks, but you're not gonna go out in the sticks because they don't have the capacity, they don't have the people, they don't have that. Phoenix, yeah, they have that. I think Phoenix could get the Roval treatment. I don't know if they could do that with their new configuration, but that would be what I'd move a Roval to. Like, I'd make, if we have to have Phoenix twice a year, like for whatever reason we're contracted for that, one of them got to be a Roval, or we got to do something different because we can't just go there the same twice a year and expect different results. Yes, the championship race is good, but it was because of the tires. We can't just depend on the tires because the tires are dependent on the weather. And I like the next gen car. I think it's a little too expensive. There's plenty of things wrong with it, but I think it brought the field closer together, and that's what the goal of the car is. And I think it improved intermediates a large bit, which was the weakest point of NASCAR for a while, and that's the majority of our tracks. But in doing that, we hurt other good tracks like Phoenix, because Phoenix in the Gen 6 was pretty all right. It was fun to watch. I mean, it's really cool to see him on the restarts go 6, 7 wide. Fuck. But I realized what I said. I'm like, God damn it. I'll kill you. But it's
What's going on today?
I think that's really cool, and it's cool for 2 laps, and then it's shit. And then it's like, okay, now it's really what all the fucking F1 fans. It's just going in circles because it is. It fucking is. At that point, and yeah, there's some good. It just isn't consistently good, and that's the problem. And there's no consistently great track. I mean, yeah, you get the super speedways, but those are always going to be good just because of the aero and all that stuff. But there are ways to make the worst tracks better,
Right.
and there are people with better minds than mine to make them better or do things that can make them more consistently better. Because, like, if it's good once in a while, because they ruined Bristol. Bristol's been shit for years, but we're like, oh, we gotta go to Bristol.
I think it'd be cool to have a different track every year or every 2 years or, however you want to do it. But I don't know. Drew, do you think you kind of share the same sentiment as us, or what are you kind of thinking about this whole situation?
I think I really like the idea of them moving it every year. But what I think they need to do, though, is like have whoever finished. Well, actually, you could just say whoever raced in the chase gets a guaranteed spot, in the Clash, and then you fill the other 10 spots up with like legends, and then you just kind of,
Right, because at the end of the day, the race
like
doesn't
what
matter.
SRX was doing, Like, but imagine for doing that with like NASCAR stock cars. Just saying. And
just have the teams that aren't in it partner with those drivers or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's a way for the teams. And I get that it'd be hard sponsorship wise. It'd be really difficult. But sponsors probably want to have a chance at the show. It's a really hard thing. But there's certain things you got to try different things. And if you're going to try something, don't just be like, oh, we're going to add another caution at a random time. It's like, that was fucking dumb. Everyone fucking hated that.
What was dumb was Michael Waltrip dropping the checkered flag on the track.
I fucking hate Michael Waltrip, and that's another story. Him and his fucking rocket fuel.
I love Michael Waltrip.
I think it could be hilarious, but if he's in the booth, I want to actually just never watch NASCAR again.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Like
and fucking Little
pre-race
are fucking awesome.
Going around to the drivers.
He's perfect for pre-race, but they should put him out to pasture and put Boyer in that spot, and that would be perfect because Boyer is the same kind of goofy as Waltrip, but nowhere near as old. And I think it's time for the old guard to kind of pass the torch a little bit. And I know it's going to be hard for those older fans, which we're still trying to cater to. And it's important that we cater to them because they're a large part of our fan base. But we still very much need to cater to trying to get a little bit of new ones and catering to the base of fans in the key demographics. Like you're anywhere from 40 to 20 or 20 to 40. And that needs to be like that kind of key demographic because anyone over like 60, it's like you're kind of chasing something that's not going to be there in a decade or two. And it's sad to say it, but that's just what life is. You got probably about 80 years on this earth. And if you want to spend it watching NASCAR, you chose right. But it's like you have to.
Right.
And it's people leave sports. I mean, it's very different in here where the Patriots are always going to be there, right? Even though we lost the Super Bowl and that fucking sucks. But the Patriots are going to be there next year, and they're going to be there for the next 30 fucking years, and probably beyond that. But the team is always there. But in NASCAR, you like
the drivers are.
And sometimes you like the team if you're like me, and sometimes you like the manufacturer if you're an old fan. And some people are like, I only root for the Fords, or I only root for the Chevys. And then there's like 2 guys over there that root for the Toyotas, and only the Toyotas. But most of the old fans that are the manufacturer, they like those. Are not rooting for the Toyotas because they're cheating or whatever.
Them damn cheating
Yodas. Japanese, and it's like, okay, calm down, Grandpa. Are you taking your meds today?
For the last time, Grandpa, they're not going to kamikaze the Daytona 500. Stop it.
That was Corey
It
LaJoy.
happened one time at Pearl Harbor. Whatever, Grandpa. Move on.
I mean, and it's gotta be because I lived through the Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnsons when they were in their primes, and like I saw the end of Jeff Gordon's career, I saw the end of Johnson's career, and those were very sad things. But then you always had the driver that came in, and it's this young gun. Like you had Bowman, and like Bowman was okay. And it's like, and then you had Elliott. And Elliott was okay, but like Elliott, it was probably a little bit easier for fans to cling on because he has that name. It's the last name thing. But it's like then you have Byron, who's just nerdy kid who got his start on iRacing, and people are like the fuck is it's a fucking video game. He's like, and that's like such a far and away from Jeff Gordon. But in all reality, it's like there are gonna be no one stays around forever unless they're Tom Brady and they play for 2 fucking decades.
Right.
And it's you don't have athletes like that anymore. The average career is not more than 10 years really in NASCAR, and you're lucky to get 5 in the Cup Series, and you're lucky to get one, just a 1 year and hope. But it's hard for because when your driver leaves, like I was kind of lucky. Like David Gilliland left, and it's like okay, I don't really know who to root for, but his son was starting to race in trucks, just kept following front row, kept following them, and then eventually it worked out. But if I was a fan of Gordon, that wouldn't have been easy. Like if you're a fan of Dale, that like yeah, he has an Xfinity team, Riley Auto Part team. I'm trying, but it can't be easy for those fans. Like when your driver leaves, like you don't have
Yeah, like
anything.
do
It's
I
like
do I just root for the same number and just deal with it,
yeah,
or do I gotta go
it's
somewhere else? Yeah, definitely
and
not
it's like
easy.
it can't. And it's like some people went from Rusty Wallace to Brad, and Brad was in the 2 for a while. Then Brad goes to the 6, and it's like whoa, that's like do I leave the 2? Do I?
It's like a crazy
And
change. It's like it's just a simple number, but like it's like but in the grand scheme of things,
it's the identity.
it's
It's the
huge.
team that you're on. It's like it was like Brady going to the Bucks. It's like it's like yeah, it's still Tom, but it's like it doesn't feel right, right? And
Yeah.
there's plenty of other analogies you could use for that, but it's like when Kyle Busch left Hendrick, and then he went to Joe Gibbs, and then he went from Joe Gibbs to RCR, and it was like all of those were huge blockbuster moves, and it's like whoa, I don't know. Nah, I'm going
Yeah,
somewhere with that, but the train has left the station.
yeah.
I
Well,
think what you're trying. Well, I was going to say the only difference between Kyle Busch leaving from Hendricks to Joe Gibbs and from Joe Gibbs to RCR is he went from a good team to a great team, and he went from a great team to a, you know.
Yeah, it's true.
So
yeah.
It's hard because it's you're and Kyle Busch is one of those old style things, and it's really interesting how he went from a Toyota and he was hated, and then he leaves and he goes to a Chevy and he's loved. It's like
all it took was a bow tie.
all it took was the fucking badge on the fucking front and the engine in the under the hood. It's
Oh
so
yeah,
dumb. Our fans are
and
so weird.
yeah, and the people calling him the modern day Dale Earnhardt as well. Be like, oh, he's like Richard
He's
Gautam.
always been kind of intimidator-ish. Like he's always been an ass.
I I hold Kyle Busch kind of to on his own level because Kyle Busch is just one of those guys that's unapologetically Kyle Busch, and he doesn't give a single fuck. It's great. It's
He's
really
matured
great.
a lot over the years too, and it's like him being that asshole that just swore like his brother on the radio and was just like he would say the most like heinous shit. And I remember the time where he got out of the car and he was wrecked out, and then like the fucking medical person's like, you need to go on the golf cart here and go to the medical center. And he's like, really? I have to fucking do that? Can I go in like 10 minutes? And it's like no, you need to go now. And he's like, okay. And then he like fucking lays dead on there.
Yeah.
And it's just like he's such a fucking character. Like there's no one else that like does shit like that. And I mean, I think Hocevar, as much as I don't like him, will probably become something like that. I mean, Hocevar is kind of becoming his own thing.
He's
Chastain's his own
becoming like
character.
people's favorite, like in the way that the reason that people like Bush.
And it's like people like the villain. It's fun to like the villain. And Denny Hamlin, he's embodied the villain. But I think that a lot of his villain kind of like after he got that big win, I feel like it's kind of gone away a little bit. And I'm kind of happy about that because I never liked seeing Denny as the villain. And it was like, and I think with the lawsuit
I
and
just
all
don't
that, I
view
feel
him
like
that way,
he's kind
man.
of the hero of NASCAR in a way. And it's like, I mean, you partner with Michael fucking Jordan. Like, you're kind of cool, like automatically. It's like
I've never seen Denny as that guy, and that's maybe because I'm so new to NASCAR. Like, I love listening to his podcast. He gives great insight as someone who's a fan. Like, gives
I mean, our
great insight.
podcast is better.
But anyhow, should we go into our favorite paint scheme, or actually, before with that, Drew, we haven't done this in a while. Good grass or ass grass? All right. Well, the clash at Bowman.
Oh, hang on, Jeff. Did we ever tell you about this?
No, you guys said something about grass in the group chat, and I'm like, I'm not gonna ask. I'm like, this might be a typo. This might be code for something that they know.
Okay.
I'm like,
well,
I'm gonna let it happen.
No.
As somebody who takes care of grass for a living, and I am an assistant superintendent on a golf course, I care.
He
I
knows
care a lot
lawns.
about
He
grass,
knows
and
lawns.
as you know, some tracks have grass. And when they do, we do this little segment called Good Grass or Ass Grass. And I give it a rating, and we talk about it just for a brief moment. So, Bowman Gray, obviously, North Carolina was getting hit with the snow and the cold. So that grass they had is, I presume, a warm season grass, and is dormant. It was yellow, which I don't like. I wish they had overseeded it or something with a cool season grass, or at least painted it. However, I'm going to say this. It looked in good condition. It looked like there was no weeds there. And, at least if they weren't going to paint it or overseed it, right?
Oh my
If they weren't
god.
going to paint it or overseed it, at least they put the logos and the paint all there with everything. And so they made it look pretty good. So I'm going to give it a good, 2.75 out of 5 stars. It was an okay. It was an okay.
I have to tell you what I thought of in my head. So I was like, how much effort does Ben actually put into this? And as you're going on and on, I was like, holy shit, what if he drags his wife up in the middle of the night and he's like, Alexandria, enhance the photo of the Bowman Gray grass. Enhance. No, you've enhanced too much. And they smack her and he's like, back out, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, but
and then you're just
it
like,
was all right.
yes,
It was all right.
good grass. Yeah.
I want to give it a 3, but they could do more. And I'm looking forward to Daytona because they are going to have the most epic grass. I'm pretty sure it's not real though. I'm pretty sure it's not real. If it is, that's incredible.
I think it's AstroTurf.
And still, incredible design. We can still
Maybe
respect
grass.
fake grass. But anyhow, let's get into our favorite paint schemes here.
Oh, jeez. All right. Do you want me to show them, or were you going to do that, Jeff?
No, you can show it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Ooh.
Do you have a knife in your hand? Oh, I thought that was a knife. Beautiful.
I know. Jealous I would be. All right. Well, we'll start on mine. Because I remember mine as I frantically search for the paint schemes that you guys chose. Which ones were they again, guys?
I had the
I
88.
had Dinger.
Oh,
Dinger.
that's right. And Dinger. Okay. So we'll start with Dinger. Grizzly nicotine pouches. Very nice.
It's
All right.
good. It's
Oh,
black
yeah,
and
spoiler
green.
alert. I didn't have the screen share on. Here we go.
Yes.
Looks good. It's very
That's
simple.
becoming a good one every week, the Grizzly. It really is.
I don't like nicotine pouches, but a good scheme's a good scheme.
That's right.
It's a great
You
scheme.
gotta respect it.
And it's a good photo, too. Big ups to J Ski for this photo. Great photo.
W.
Big dubs. But speaking of W, if we're talking dubs, we gotta talk about the man, the myth, the priest, Ryan Priest. Number 60 Coca-Cola car. I'm a sucker for a Coca-Cola paint scheme. Not even gonna lie. I love me some Coca-Cola.
Oh, and did you know that I believe, oh man, did I bookmark it? Because there's a fact about that.
It's right. Their first win in so many years, right?
I think it was the first time that a Coca-Cola as a main sponsor on a car won the race.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably within the
fact that he's not a part of the fucking racing family yet is wild.
Yo,
yeah.
Coke,
and you know what's even crazier is that Lionel Diecasts, they won't make Coca-Cola cars as diecasts because they don't have the licensing to make them.
Yeah,
Coca-Cola
refuses to give it up. Yeah,
we need to get rid of exclusive licensing on fucking everything. I swear to God. No. They make video games worse. And then
one of my favorite diecast cars. My favorite diecast car that I own is Dale Earnhardt's red Coca-Cola car that he raced over in Japan with Dale Jr. And it's like I was so happy.
This one, I like this one. This one's good.
Oh, and wait. What? Get out of here.
Yeah, it's from 2007, baby.
I see it. Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. That is a good
Yeah,
one.
it's the best. It's the best M&M scheme. The big fucking M on the fucking it's
iconic. It's iconic.
and it has the best driver behind the wheel too.
All right. But moving on to best driver. I guess this guy's going to be the best driver someday soon.
Yep, he's the future legend. And by the way,
That's
WeatherTech is still sponsoring
Yes, they are.
Trackhouse, which we thought they weren't, and I can still blame them for me getting my WeatherTech mats.
Very nice.
But yeah, dude, I
I
love
think
this,
they
man.
just recently signed back on, from what I know. It was
That
up
must
in
have
the
been
air.
the case, because the rumor was that they just were dropped.
Yeah, because I didn't see them on the partner page, and that can happen because sometimes you have contracts with things, and it's like, all right, are we gonna find deals? Are we gonna do? It's really difficult with all these sponsors because sometimes a sponsor wants certain rates and they can't get them, and it's like, well, this one's already bought. You want to do this one? We'll give you a better rate here. It's a lot of plug and play with these kind of things, and
Yeah.
yeah, every team has a different kind of model. Where RFK, you're a team sponsor, you're not a driver sponsor. Where Trackhouse, it's kind of a mix. Where sometimes it's a team sponsor, sometimes a driver sponsor. Where half the team is like, where Jockey was like a team
Yeah,
sponsor
it's kind of a
last
weird
year
thing,
for them.
yeah.
But it really just depends on the team. The most common is just driver sponsor, and the sponsor is tied to the driver. But yeah,
And I love this car because I think the neon yellow with that blue, it just blends so good together. And I love how they have the little Red Bull on the corners, right behind the headlights there. And dude, it's just awesome. SVG's was cool too, but this one was better.
Yeah, it was
really cool.
SVG's is an honorable mention. Like, that was one I was debating, and I'm like, it's too similar to Benny.
It does
And
feel nice. seeing him
SVG
drive
just
the
got a new
97.
sponsor, by the way.
Yeah, he did. They just announced a new sponsor of him.
I got it here actually. He will be sponsored by Superfile.
Superfile.
Which I don't know what that is, but from what I
It
understand,
might be a way to file your taxes. Remember,
that's what I thought,
Well-
but I don't think it is.
Wait, you guys pay taxes? What are you, retarded?
So basically, you can track in real time who accessed your files, when, and from
no,
where.
you are. No,
So it's like a
Federal government
technology
will never touch
company.
me.
Okay,
boy,
cool.
we need more of those. No, but I'm happy
Yeah.
that we got sponsors in the sport. I'm always happy when a sponsor joins, even if I don't like their product.
Right, that means that it's still growing, and then we're
You need sponsors in the
We're not
sport, and I'm
losing it,
glad
you
that
know?
they're not cannibalizing a sponsor, because
Mhm.
we can't be cannibalizing each other's sponsors. That's bad. We need new sponsors, and we want to continue the sponsors we have. I mean, if you can't do that, get a new one. Don't cannibalize on other teams.
Yep. And update on not really an update, I guess a first coming in standings for the predictions. Let me pull it up here. Damn it, I can't find them because I'm an idiot. Damn it, dude. Sorry, boys. Cut this bullshit out. Here.
No, this is staying in. Fuck you.
Yeah, just keep it in, dude. Don't even edit this episode. Just make me look like okay, well, I pretty much remember it. Okay. So what happened is here's my sticky note. I actually wrote it down. I'm an idiot. Okay,
Do
so
we
I
need to
picked
cut to
Chase
another
Briscoe.
topic?
Drew picked Josh Berry, and Jeff picked Joey Logano. Briscoe finished. Where did he finish? He finished 6th. So I get 16 points, I believe. And Drew is going to get 10, and Jeff is going to get 11 points. So pretty close to start out for the season.
Suck it, Drew. Sorry.
Every year.
I thought at first when the race first
I gotta
started,
be
or when
better.
we were like about halfway through, I said, "Oh no, Drew's continuing."
Y'all
the
are gonna be
2020
so
trend of
shocked
just
by my
kicking ass.
predictions for the super speedway tracks. Y'all, it's just gonna be one driver the whole time until I'm eventually right.
But
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
It's
Do
gonna
we
be like
want
this
to,
one, this one.
let's talk about the Daytona, the open entries, and then we'll just go ahead and get into our prediction.
Well, I think there's something we need to do first. Don't you
What's
agree, Drew? I think it's time to showcase.
Oh, how could we forget? How could we be so short-sighted? All right,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen,
All right, Drew,
Drew the
show us.
Manscar Band is going to present something very amazing. I wish we had the soundboard, Drew. We could have drum
I
rolling.
know.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. All
I
right,
should
guys.
put it in your mouth.
All right, so here's our new logo.
Oh my god! No! Dude, what the fuck?
Yes,
I watched this man
kidding.
win a race.
Just kidding. I'll pull up the real one here.
We have a new logo.
God.
Now you know why I had that shit-eating grin for 20 long minutes.
Dude, you're such a dick.
Dude, I thought of that. I literally thought of that right before we started recording. I was like, yo, that would be hilarious. What if I just throw in Brian Vickers? Wait,
Bro was really having Vickernisms.
All right, so here is our new logo, ladies and gents.
That's beautiful.
So,
Very good
I have a
touch on
friend.
the logo that we had. And I want Jeff to shout out the guy who made this for us, and we really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I have a friend. His name is Wave Around Designs on Instagram, and it's essentially the same thing on most of his socials. So I have it pinned in my Instagram text with him. So it's at Wave Around Designs on Instagram and Threads, if anyone uses that. And then for X, it's Wave Around DSGNS because X has a short limit on how long a name could be. So it's essentially Wave Around Designs again. He makes amazing paint schemes. He's made paint schemes for me for a few years, and he makes awesome mock-ups. You should definitely follow him. Amazing dude. He's hilarious too. If you DM him, don't just randomly DM him, but I'm sure he would love to do commissions for you. So
he will happily take your money.
He's a great dude, and he did a fucking phenomenal job. I mean, might have a surprise for you very soon.
Oh, boys and girls. Oh. Yeah, so we are very, very appreciative of that, Mr. Wave Around.
Big ups to you. We appreciate
our current logo, it's not terrible, but it was AI. It was definitely AI. I used AI to make it.
And Jeff trashed it day one.
I did.
He was like,
we need a better logo.
I'm quoting him right now. He said, AI is not art.
It is true. It is not. It is
an
imagination.
Yeah.
So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff, for getting that set up for us. We will get the change going here soon. But now let's talk about Daytona 500, baby. We had the Super Bowl. That's where the boys play, and now we got the men playing here on Sunday.
That's right.
We are T-minus 6 days, and 5 days by the time you hear this podcast. But man, I can't wait.
All right. We got to go through those open entries because we got a big field that's going to try to make this race. So we got the open entry. Okay, what I do?
No. I'm just having a good time right now.
Are you bi? No.
I'm miserable, actually.
No.
Damn it, Drew.
Okay. So I do want to mention that on the entry list, before I get into the open entries, that AJ Allmendinger is listed as Anthony Allmendinger, and that is very funny to me.
Really?
Yeah, if you look on the entry list by Bob Pockers, it is fucking amazing. That is
Anthony Allmendinger. Oh my god, how long is his freaking driver's license?
Long. All right, so there are going to be 45 entries to the Daytona 500 for 40 spots, or 41 because of the open exemption provisional of the 84 of Jimmy Johansson. All right, and starting out, our open spots would be the 36 of Chandler Smith, who is also full-time in the Truck Series, and the 38 for Front Row, Allgaier in the 40 for Junior Motorsports. They're trying to make the show again. The 44 of J.J. Yeley, the journeyman of NASCAR, and an F1 champion according to Fox.
Remember when J.J. Yeley went over to Europe and butt-fucked F1? And then came over here to Joe Gibbs and just flopped? Crazy.
Crazy, I know.
I love you, JJ. I love you, JJ. You're the man.
Then we got in the 62 of the Beer Motorsports Chevy, we got Anthony Alfredo, Fast Pasta. Hope he can make the show. He's always a feel-good story. Nice dude. We got the 66 of really Casey Mears. They're a long shot this year, I'm not going to lie. But they can get lucky. We got the 67 of Heim. That's an unfortunate number choice, but we're going to move on from that to the 78 of Get Loud from a Cloud. And then the car I hope that wrecks multiple times is the 99 of LaJoy. I sincerely hope he doesn't even start.
I just want it to be a never-ending torture for him. Just like, he gets wrecked. Oh, but he's still back in the race. Oh, he gets wrecked again.
No, I don't even want to. Like, I just want him to be wrecked. I want him to have his engine blow in qualifying. And then on the first lap of the duel, I want him to get fucking yeeted into the fucking fence. Of course I want him to be okay.
Wait,
of course I want him to be okay.
Are we talking like Austin Dillon levels of flipping him into the fence?
No. I'm talking just enough to total the car and make him never want to race in NASCAR again.
Oh, so like that one Bodine dude?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Deep cut. You know.
All right, boys. So now that I've listed all of the open entries, only 4 of them can make the show.
Oh,
Who we thinking?
well,
Well,
I think Alfredo
That's a good one. That's a good one. A
for
good
sure.
one.
Wait, Allgaier was in there too.
Yeah,
yeah, I was gonna
Allgaier.
say,
Yeah,
wasn't
those are 2 good
Allgaier
ones.
another
2
one?
good
Yeah,
picks.
Yeah.
I'm going
Allgaier's
Allgaier
almost
as well.
guaranteed. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick who I got. I mean, I want Chandler Smith
Yeah, you go ahead because I'm
for
not
obvious
really
reasons.
100% sure about the other two.
I like Chandler Smith, and I'm hoping Heim gets there. I like Yaley too, but I think Heim, he probably needs to get in this race. If he doesn't, that's going to be rough. I think most likely to make it on speed. Much as I hate it, it's going to be Heim, LaJoy, and Smith probably have the best chances to make it on speed. And then the other two for the duels, I think Alfredo can definitely make it in the duels because he's good on super speedways. And then I feel like Allgaier could probably do it. McLeod could as well. I just don't see the 66 making it. And as I said, I hope LaJoy blows an engine. So I'm not even going to consider him. Johnston's already going to make the
with
race, so
that,
it's not even a conversation.
I guess I'll go Allgaier, Alfredo, Heim, and LaJoy.
Okay. Wow. Fuck
I-
you.
I just think it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, you're
Nobody's gonna like
probably
it,
right,
but it's just
but
gonna
I have
happen.
my feelings.
Yeah.
Right, Drew?
I'm gonna go with Allgaier, Smith. Ugh. I hate to say it, Corey LaJoy. I threw up a little in my mouth. I'm sorry.
Good
I'm
man.
not
Good
proud
man.
of saying this. All right, guys, this is very brave of me to do. Right now, I feel as if you're judging me. I feel as if I've come out of the closet as a Corey
Everyone's
LaJoy
looking
fan.
at me.
How come no one's returning my text messages? Ever since I came out as a Corey LaJoy fan, everyone keeps blocking me.
Valid reasons. Valid. Fucking valid.
But
And then who's your
then
last
that
one?
last one, you know what? Screw it. Yaley. Fuck it. He's gonna send it. He didn't make it the last couple years, and like, I think he just needs to fucking just do something that's almost as insane as the Hail Melon.
I mean, nuts at Daytona.
Holy shit! You might
my
go over
one
200
concern
miles an
about
hour
Yaley-
against the fucking wall.
My one concern about Yaley is that team they're so hit or miss. So I don't know.
I mean, that team did screw Greg Biff a lot of money.
Yeah.
They stiffed
So-
Biff.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Chandler Smith, Allgaier, Alfredo, and Heim. I feel really bad about McLeod not making it. He would probably be in
I wouldn't
over.
be
I
shocked
hate to
if he
say
did,
it,
though.
Smith. I think he'll probably make it, but I don't know. I think in on speed is probably gonna be Smith and Heim, and then in duels is gonna be Allgaier and LaJoy. That's my prediction. Just because.
I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna swap out LaJoy for Heim.
Good man.
'Cause-
Good man you are. Good man.
Yeah, because I was just thinking about it, and I was like, Heim has more talent in his pinky toe than LaJoy has in his entire body. So,
Well, all right. Well, those are the open
good
entries.
thing I'll never meet Corey LaJoy. So,
If I
We
see
are
him, we're
going
gonna
to-
walk right by and act like he's not a person. Yes. Whenever, kids, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
write it down on a note and slide it to him aggressively, though.
Get into our picks. So we'll just go in order of the standings, I guess. We'll go me, Jeff, and Drew. So I'm, Jeff,
Are we allowed to duplicate pick? This is an important thing.
we're gonna make this rule, okay? You cannot pick a driver 2 weeks in a row. Okay.
Well, hang on. That's for 2 weeks in a row. I think that's a fair trade because that means we can still use them like every other week.
I just want to choose them at super speedways.
Okay.
Fine.
It doesn't-
I'm
No,
like,
no, no.
can I pick the same driver as you? That's my question.
No, we have to be different.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I propose that last place should pick first, so they get a benefit.
Well,
So
I
to
was
go
just
last,
about
second,
to.
and first. Yeah, you're right. Okay, yeah,
to,
go
to
ahead.
try to give them a. to
Hang
try
on,
to
I
give them
got
a
a-
thing.
I got a better idea, guys. What if we go second, third, first?
Okay. Because we
No.
already know. We already know what I'm gonna pick.
No, you're
Yeah.
going first, Drew.
I
You
know,
get to go
I know. I took last. I suck.
Well, you're only one back from Jeff, so you're all right.
It's already eaten away at my soul. I'm gonna go with Priest. I think he's gonna carry a little bit of momentum into Daytona with him, and
I love it.
I don't know. Maybe the spirit of Biff will be with him, and maybe he can get a 500 win. Cha-ching.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah, I hope Priest does well. I hope he has a great season. I think he'll make the chase too. But I'm gonna go with. I mean, I gotta go with him. He's due at a super speedway. He just runs up front all the time. I gotta go with Todd. Like, he is genuinely a great super speedway driver. It's not like I'm picking him on another track where he has historically not done well. I'm picking him on a super speedway where he has done well. He's typically up front and he keeps his car clean until, unfortunately, someone wrecks him. And that's typically what happens to a lot of drivers. He's not the reason why a wreck is caused, but besides that one Atlanta race, which people can debate me, but it wasn't his fault. I'll blame McDowell. He's no longer with Front Row. And if the McDowell group chat people are listening this far, I'm sorry. You know where my allegiances lie.
I know.
I'm with him up until
I saw
5.
the Jeff Carr D&D rules. I know.
Yeah,
Saw
you
them.
do not disparage my boy. My rule is law. But I am a dictator. This is a dictatorship.
I am
This is not
judge,
a
jury, and
democracy.
executioner.
Yes, I am. I mean, that's why Hugh Carlson, Hugh Carlson, is in prison in the ocean. But I'm going with Todd Gilliland. I got it.
All right.
I think he has a good shot. He also responded to the DM of me saying that to him. So big ups to Todd.
So, Jeff, what are you going to do, though, if Todd does actually win the Daytona 500?
Oh, you'll see it on the 6:00 news.
The 6 o'clock news?
Yeah.
I think the
Dude,
race
I'm gonna be like running around my house naked. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll just be like fucking losing my shit. Dude, if Todd Gilliland
We
fucking
need a
wins
reaction
race,
video, dude, if this happens.
Dude,
I
will
I don't
start
know. I
crying
don't think we need any video evidence of that. I'll take his word that he will
well,
run
not the
around
naked
naked.
part, but we need his reaction.
I'll
because
take. No, it's fine. You want to see
So
Jeff naked?
when
That's totally
McDowell
cool,
won,
Ben.
I was
Oh,
literally
cool.
crying.
Weird, but
When McDowell won, I was crying. If Todd Gilliland wins, it's gonna be just, oh my god.
Hey,
Like,
I
I'm gonna
will
be over the
ascend
moon.
to heaven.
Dude, I will literally like be dead the next day.
his soul will leave his body, and you'll see him like ascend to heaven.
Yeah,
Well, no,
A
I'm
little
really heavy,
halo
so it's gonna
above
go
him. He's just in white robes with beautiful big white wings floating up. It's just-
down. I
and
thought a brick hits
God
me and I
was-
fall.
lived a good
God
enough
reached
life.
at the pearly gates, and he was like, "I knew this day would come. Gilliland
Me
would
too.
win, and you would ascend. You've now reached nirvana, my son." Too many religions. Anyways,
I'm gonna go with Jeff. If you've been watching, the show or whatever, well, I don't know if you have. I don't really care. I like to go with trends, right? And from what I'm seeing here is, it's kind of been going Ford, Chevy, Ford at Daytona. Not really the 500 necessarily. It looks like Chevy is kind of been the ones that have been winning the 500 here. I think I'm gonna go with Chase Elliott.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, if he can make it to the end, he has a good shot.
that's what it's all about, right? I mean, these super speedways make it to the end, and you got a shot.
Wouldn't that make him and his dad the fourth father and son
That'd be
pairing to
nuts.
win the Daytona 500 if Chase did that? Or is it?
You
Or
know
is there a
what?
couple more?
That'd be a
don't
really
know
cool
about that.
moment for NASCAR. That'd be a really cool moment.
I'd
I'd hope he'd show emotion and not just be a stale piece of bread. But even then, that's a little too much flavor. I think he's white bread right off the loaf.
fresh off the loaf.
But fuck. That's Chase Elliott. Just bland as shit. No butter, just fucking, not even Wonder Bread, just like your no-name brand, your Publix brand fucking bread, white bread.
You are
your great value brand. That is his personality. But honestly, if he can win, that'd be great. That'd be a lot of times in a row for Hendrick. Because I was thinking you were gonna pick Byron to three-peat it. Because that'd be cool. I'd love to see Byron do.
I was actually thinking about that earlier, and I was like, would I be pissed or would I be like ecstatic? Because like
I think it'd be cool.
Like, yeah, in one hand it'd be cool, but in the other hand, it's like you only get this once a year, and when it's the same outcome, it's kind of a letdown.
Yeah, but we need some dominance.
It's pretty.
People have been craving the dominance. See, for me, it depends. Did he beat Todd Gilliland or not? Because if Todd Gilliland was wrecked early, I don't care who fucking wins if there's no front row cars. If Todd Gilliland runs second, I'm gonna fucking kill him. But I'm gonna say mean things online.
I'll make sure to send that clip to Todd.
No, please don't.
You're just gonna get a message from him. It's just, hey Jeff, your co-host sent me that video. I'm gonna win that fucking race. I'm gonna win that fucking race, Jeff, for you.
Motivation.
I mean, I did message him and be like, hey, go win Daytona. And he's like, that's the plan. I'm like, go do it, brother.
Peace be with you.
Yeah, right. I mean, honestly, I hope it's a good race. I hope Todd wins. I mean, I hope any
I
FRM
hope
car
there's not
wins
10
for that
cars
matter.
left at the end of it. I hope it's actually like a good competitive ending.
All right, how many
Not
cars
we're
do you
not-
think
10
finished the
cars,
race
is
on
it?
the lead lap?
Yeah.
How many cars finished on the lead lap? How many do we think?
Oh.
I don't think it went over 15.
21.
Dude, honestly, I'm
is
going to
my
say
number.
Oh, did it?
I'm going to say
Damn.
16.
No, that's my number for this year. That's that for this year.
Shit.
I want it to be 21 on the lead lap. I think 3 of them will be in a much slower pack because they're damaged, but they
Well-
will be on the lead lap.
I'm going to go with 18.
It's a good number. That's a good number. Good answer. Good answer. Oh,
Wait, what team?
no, he said 18 for how many drivers are left on the lead lap at the end of the race.
I don't know. I don't know why, but you guys kind of cut out for me a little bit. So it sounded like you said something about a teenager. Yeah. That's great. All right. Well, is that all we had, guys?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
yeah.
so.
I think so. Yeah. I know
We made our picks. I mean,
we made our
we
picks.
can say our. Do we want to do fun picks for the O'Reillys and the Truck Series or?
Well, yeah. Fuck it. Why not?
Right?
Yeah,
Why
we
not?
usually don't, but for a big race like this, why not?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
All right,
Well.
let me pull up that entry list. I know who I'm picking for trucks. You're all going to be very surprised. I mean, I could literally pick him every race this season, and I think I'd do pretty well in points.
Well, there's only one man I'm picking on Friday, and I'm almost positive you already know it.
Is it Tony Stewart or is it Joseph?
What? No.
Who is it?
Cletus McFarlane.
Good
Yes.
answer.
I forgot. That's also great news that we didn't mention.
He will be in the 4 for Nice Motorsports.
Yeah.
Rocking.
I'm so happy.
Rocking the Greg Biffle font.
All of them
Rocking the
are.
Biff
And I
font.
love that. I love that they're doing that.
I would really like it if they would just take all the cars like over the weekend that have that font, and if they just did like a parade lap around Daytona.
That'd be cool.
I don't know why. I think that would be an awesome
Oh.
show of like
That would be insane, dude.
like something to
I would
dedicate
love
to Biff, because like we lost him in the shittiest way possible, and I still think about it a lot. Honestly, it's kind of
Yeah.
keeps me up at night. It's like, why did someone
Yeah, it's
this
horrifying,
awesome have
man.
to go out this way? But yeah, I think that would be a really cool thing to see. Or if they even just got all the cars out on the grass and they just took a big photo or whatever,
That would
or
be
they did
that
something to
might
raise
be a
money for
lot
charity.
easier.
I mean, like I think there's a lot of potential for like charity stuff. Doing all this, like you can raise money, you can donate it to causes that Biffle would have.
What they should do is they should
I
take
think
he has a foundation
Lionel
now,
and
Oh,
what
that's
they
right.
should
Yeah,
do-
yeah.
what they should do with Lionel and Circle B, they should make like a big pack of like 164 diecasts and do like half the
Yeah.
proceeds go to charity or something of all the Biffle
Dude, that
inspired
is a
schemes.
great idea.
Even if it's like $100 or something, like I'd buy it for a bunch of those cars. Hell yeah! No one's going to a good cause or something. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are we starting with the O'Reilly Auto Parts series? I hate that.
Oh God, O'Reilly. Yeah, it just start saying no apps and start getting used to it.
I refuse
hard.
to call it the Noab. I'm calling it the Mix series. It'll forever be the Mix series to me.
The mix series. I love that, dude.
The Mick division.
All right.
Damn Irish.
Who wants to pick first?
I guess I'll go. Well,
go
actually, I already said mine. I said Cletus McFarlane for my truck pick.
We're starting with trucks. I'm gonna go with Lane Riggs. Going with Lane Riggs.
He's a pretty good super speedway driver.
He is, and
He's
the
pretty damn
34
good.
has won there a lot. Well, the 34 and the 38. The Love's truck has won a lot at that track.
Yeah.
So
Loves has
I'm
a pretty
with,
good track record at Daytona. No pun intended.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
If it was intended, good. If it wasn't, I'll kill you.
I'll just leave that for me to know and for you to never find out.
Okay.
Go ahead, Jeff. We pick.
I mean, I said Lane Riggs for trucks.
I'm gonna go with Christian Eckes.
Ekeys.
All right. The O'Reilly Auto Parts series. I'm gonna go.
I will say, I just realized too, how have we not mentioned that this is also going to be the first race with a new manufacturer in almost over fucking 20 years.
Oh, how the hell did we
Air
forget?
quote new, returning, I guess.
It's gonna be epic, man.
Mopar's back on the scene, dudes.
That's awesome.
Go, man.
I'm a Mopar dude through and through, even though I don't drive anymore, because I was so hyped to fucking see that Ram was coming back into NASCAR. Yeah, because when I got back into the sport, I didn't realize that Dodge left it like 5 years prior or whatever. And I was so bummed out because I was like, yo, dude, I'm just going there. I'm a freaking root for Dodge. And then they just weren't there. And I was like, oh, sad. That's
Yeah,
really
right.
sad.
For O'Reilly Auto Parts, I'm going to go with the Wisconsin boy, Sam Mayer.
Okay.
Gotta
Good
stick with
pick.
my
Good
Wisconsin
pick.
folks.
All
Let's
right,
go,
I'm
folk. Gotta
torn,
stay together.
but I'm gonna go with he's gonna make the 500, and he's gonna win the no apps race. Anthony Alfredo.
Oh, baby.
If he doesn't get wrecked, who knows? I don't know. With this race, I hope he makes it. I don't know. Good thing these don't count for points.
That's fair. Oh man. All right. I'm not happy that I'm about to do this,
Oh.
but the bastard has a decent freaking history here. Austin Hill.
Shit. That would piss me off if he won. I'm serious.
I would be fuming if he won. Even if he won, I'd still be pissed. I just don't like it when he wins.
You
But
just think so.
he's good at Daytona, man.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. No. Totally
As much
forgot
as-
that
as
he
much as I don't
existed.
care
I tried to
for
like
him.
whack him out of my mind.
Yeah, well, I was living life pretty decent these last few months, and then I was listening to the Dale Jr. download earlier today, and they brought up Austin Hill, and I got a bad taste in my mouth, and I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it's like, it's kind of like when you get a random memory back to bad sex you've had in the past. You're just kind of like, bah! And then you just try and like never think about it ever
Those
again.
awkward high school moments where you're like, "Why did I say that?" And it's like,
Yeah.
that's what
Like,
Austin
yeah, of course
Hill
you
is.
freaking broke up with me because I'm an idiot.
She was
Uh,
right. I am dumb.
Well, boys, looking forward to Daytona.
Oh,
Going to
yeah,
be an
brother.
awesome weekend. We definitely will. I mean, I'm going to be watching racing all weekend as much as I can.
Oh yeah.
But we appreciate all of you for listening to the podcast. Again, make sure you follow us on X at NASholes Pod, on TikTok, NASholes.podcast. Please follow that new Facebook page. Just type in NASholes Podcast. You will find it. I will put the new logo on there, and you will see it. So should be easy. And remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Spotify. Give us a 5-star review. Leave comments. We will read them. Yeah, we love you, and we will see you after Daytona.
and as always, be like Biff.
Be like Biff.